Has it ever entered into your mind or crossed your mind, well, I did this or I did that, God owes me? Get your coffee. You probably noticed that there are many things that Christians do, shall we say, religiously. They may pray or give an offering or attend church, sing songs of praise, serve at a church, read the scriptures, memorize the scriptures, meditate upon the scriptures. We can and perhaps should be religious in a number of different things. Hopefully, these things and other religious sort of ritualistic exercises become habitual in our lives and produce a greater connection to God and a greater relationship with God. But of course, there are great pitfalls in religious ritual as well. And high on the list of religious pitfalls is the danger of beginning to think that God, because of your religious commitment or ritualistic practice, that he owes you something for all of your hard work and labor. When we find ourselves relating to God in this way, it is an indication that we have missed the point of such practices and disciplines. And it is very easy to be ensnared or to fall into this pit. 2,800 years ago, during the time of the prophet Isaiah, that's exactly what had happened in Israel and in Judah. Judah was the group of people that Isaiah was prophesying to. This had happened so much so among these people that God says through the prophet Isaiah, "These people draw near to me with their mouths and they honor me with their lips, but they have removed their hearts far from me." Jesus quotes from this passage in the Gospels where he connects the hypocritical Pharisaism of his day to the religious ritualism of Isaiah's. Essentially, what Israel and Judah did in their ritualistic religiosity was to turn God into an idol, which, frankly, may be worse than worshiping and serving false gods or other idols. And what was God's response to their idolatrous ritualism? He says to them, "I will distress your city. I will encamp against you. I will lay siege against you. I will raise siege works against you. You shall be brought down. You will be punished by the Lord of hosts." All of this would be enacted, if you will, by God through the earthly instrument of the Assyrian army during the time of Isaiah. But the Assyrian army was just the tool of God's judgment or punishment for Judah's idolatry of God, because Judah had turned God into a charm, into a totem or a talisman, and God is no man's good luck charm. In fact, I would suggest to you that God hates being used. So be careful how you use God. Be careful if you find yourself thinking, "God, I did X, Y, and Z, and you owe me." God is a debtor to no man. Something to think about. We'll see you next time.